Would you take a look at that, guys? The markets ended up going green on the day. That is nuts. We got to break that down in this video. And of course, we have to break down some stocks, some earnings reports, charts, what I'm doing now. So sit back, relax, hit that like button, get your 10 stocks from Moomoo and your 12 stocks from Webull, link down below, and let's dive into the video. So check it out, the S&P 500, and if you guys remember all day, I guess in the beginning of the day, the markets were red, S&P down, NASDAQ, Russell, and then we ended up swinging all the way back into the green. The S&P closed up and the NASDAQ 100, each of them closed up 0.25% as the Russell went up 0.7%, and we had the Dow go up barely, pretty much broke even, honestly, but, leaning more towards the green. So pretty nice day overall in the markets, and you can see the bulls fought very aggressively in the latter half of the day. Look at this from about 12:30, 1 p.m. on the East Coast for the next couple of hours after that. You can see here the VIX went down 1.7% on the day, closed right under 20. If I pull it up, you guys will be able to see it. There we go. Boom. VIX under 20 now. And we had crude oil. If I pull that up, this ended up closing right around 90 a barrel. So it's now back over 90 a barrel, up 2.7% on the day thus far, but nothing crazy, not a full-on reversal. It is still clearly under both moving averages here on the 4-hour chart. Now let's say oil started breaking out of 100, 105, 110. All right, at that point, that would be a reversal. But where we are now, it is green, but not a full-on reversal by any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, that's what's going on right now, guys. That is what's going on. And pulling up SPY's 20-day chart, and we'll look at triple Qs, what are we seeing here? We are seeing that bulls are coming in. We consolidated first of all, we consolidated yesterday and for pretty much all of today, but bulls came in the last 2-ish hours of the day, ran up into power hour, through power hour pretty much, and now we have to see if they follow through tomorrow, whether it's tomorrow, next week. Are the bulls going to get out of, let's say, 430, 432? These are the key levels to the upside where if we do get that leg up, that breakout, I'd be like, okay, we're going for that next leg up, which would be probably 440, maybe even higher. But we're not quite there yet on SPY. But we could be. Maybe tomorrow, maybe at some point next week. So the next one is triple Q. And you guys can see here, triple Q is in the same spot pretty much, right? If I pull up the 5-day chart, we're trading horizontally here between 330, 327. And as of today, we failed at 330, 330.5 multiple times. You can see a double top there. And at this point, we need to get out of there. 330.5 needs to break. And if we do see that break, hence why my alert is there, into the 331s, higher than that, mid 330s, maybe higher, could be coming. But again, we are not quite there yet right now. We shall see how tomorrow ends up playing out, guys. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments about the markets. It was a pretty, I would say today was a win for the bulls, no doubt, because again, it was red in the beginning of the day. Futures were red, if I recall, right? Yeah, and we ended up seeing that swing back. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, as always. And if you haven't done so already, smash that like button and make sure to subscribe as well. Without you guys here, this channel will not be possible, and I appreciate you all as always. So with that being said, let's talk about some earnings reports. We have a couple here today and some other stocks that didn't report today, but I still want to cover in this video. So Applied Materials, AMAT is the ticker, AMAT. Let's pull that up. Applied Materials went up 2% on the day, and it closed at 108. Now after the bell, it looks like it's at $111 a share. So Applied Materials is up about $3 a share after the bell. And let me clear the set quickly. And honestly, let me get rid of this alert too. If I zoom in, you guys are going to be able to see now with this breakout after the bell to $111, what's going on here, guys? We're noticing a leg up. Leg up out of this ascending triangle. In other words, the ascending triangle playing out. And if I draw this out, $120, that is where we could be going next, right? Technically speaking, now that we took out the double top at about 110-ish, right? Where, I mean, we're still right around there, so we're not fully breaking out yet, but We are slowly seeing the signs. So the next spot I can see this going to is $120 a share. So let me pull these earnings up and see what's going on here. It looks like adjusted EPS came in at $1.94 versus $1.79 estimated. Revenue came in at $6.52 billion versus $6.28 billion. So nice double beat for Applied Materials. And do they see guidance? Let's see here. Guidance for the next quarter, adjusted EPS of $1.82 to $2.18 versus $1.94 estimated. All right, there we go. That's better, and that's better than the estimate. And sales came in for the next quarter guidance, $6.25 billion to $7.05 billion versus $6.57 billion estimated. So double beat. Guidance for the next quarter strong. No wonder why the stock is breaking out. It makes sense completely to me. It's up $3 after the bell. I think this could continue potentially. So I'm going to set my alert at $112. Let's just put it there for now. Mark is at or above and see where Applied Materials goes in the short term. Another one that reported today after the bell is Ross Stores, which recently it really started gaining some steam, especially as it broke out of $88 a share. Now it's at $91 after the bell. So Ross, if I zoom in, you guys can see it's looking like it's well on its way to filling the gap to $100 a share. But before we get carried away, let's see these earnings and see what's going on. Looks like they did $1.11 EPS, down from the $1.39 year over year. All right, a lot of these retail store locations have been, seeing profit shrink year over year. That makes sense. Sales came in at $4.58 billion versus the $4.63. So they actually missed on sales. Not sure if they missed on EPS. I'm not sure what the estimate was, but their losses are widening year over year, and they see Q3 EPS of 72 to 83 cents. Q3 EPS. Let's see here. Full year EPS of 384 to 412. What about revenue? I'm not seeing anything here on revenue. Same store sales falter thanks to inflation. That's what Ross is saying. But overall, guys, think about it. Stores like Ross, Discount Clothing, these are going to do well if we do get into a nasty recession. Right now, I know we're in a recession, technically 2 quarters of declining GDP, but it's not like the consumer is struggling so badly to the point where, it's a horrible recession, right? The unemployment rate's still very low. So, at this point, I don't know. I mean, if we see the recession get worse, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I don't know. I feel like this company will do well. I mean, at the end of the day, Ross will do well with a recession, whether we're not in a recession, in my opinion, because it's kind of a recession-proof business at the end of the day. But it's breaking out. Not the best earnings, but still it's breaking out. And believe it or not, it is up 50 cents here after the bell. Now it's up $1. It's moving up even more. It's pretty volatile here after the bell. You all can see that. Now it's ripping. So keep your eyes out on Ross. Another one that I'm looking at is APA, which didn't report earnings today, but they went up like crazy. 8.5%. Green Day closed at $36 a share roughly. And look at this. With today's Green Day, I think, and maybe yesterday's. Actually, no, that was really today. Today's price action now, we are seeing a breakout on APA. It is moving above both moving averages. Now it's breaking out of the moving averages, not fully breaking out yet, but if it starts taking out the highs from the beginning of this month, 37.50, I'll set my alert there right now. Mark is at or above 37.50. If that point breaks on APA, it might be going to the moon, guys. Well, maybe not to the moon, but $40 after this, that's the next gap. If that were to break mid-40s, that could be right around the corner. So keep your eyes out on APA. Another one that I'm looking at is MRO. Let's pull it up. Marathon Petroleum, or Marathon Oil, rather. This one up 5% on the day. And this is also at a key resistance from not only the beginning of August, but also from the end of June, being about $25, right around $25 a share. So if we get out of there, which I have a feeling we will, we're now breaking out of the moving averages, trading at a multi-week high. If we take out 25, this could really start going towards, I'm thinking, let's see here, $28, followed by low 30s. No joke. If it gets hot. I mean, we're not fully getting there yet, so don't get your hopes too high, guys. This might be going down for sure. It's possible, but if it starts cracking above that 25, 26, 7 marker, there's going to be a big move to the upside, in my opinion, on MRO. Keep your eyes on it. And another one here is AVGO, which went up 4% today. This is Broadcom Inc, guys, if you didn't know. And this stock, like a lot of stocks, it's been reversing these past couple of months. And let me tell you this, they report earnings on the 1st of September, so keep that in mind. And under or right around 2 weeks from now, AVGO is reporting, and you can see it's breaking out. Golden cross, all that good stuff, and we're noticing an ascending triangle here on the 4-hour chart. Higher lows have been made since the middle of July, but we have seen resistance since the beginning of August at about 560. So I'm going to set my alert maybe a little bit above that, 562, right? If we do crack above 562, we get that leg up, the ascending triangle plays out, alrighty, we might be getting a move towards 590, 600, 610. This is where AVGO could be going. So keep your eyes on it. Qualcomm is another one, QCOM. And before we talk about it, guys, if you didn't get your 10 stocks yet from Moomoo, use that link down below, deposit at least $100, or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Again, deposit at least $100, and you get 10 stocks, each up to $2,500, and you could also get 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. Again, just use those links right down below, and let's talk about Qualcomm. So this went up 2% on the day. Qualcomm is now, with today's move, above both moving averages on the 4-hour chart, but we are not quite yet breaking out of this wedge. Do you guys see the wedge? I see the wedge. Look at that. If this thing takes out right around, I'd say 155, maybe 160 even, hey, there's going to be most likely a leg up, in my opinion, by the looks of it, and this breakout could continue, maybe to 162. We have another gap up to about 172, but with these chip stocks, guys, obviously, semiconductors in general, you gotta be careful, right? Micron issued warnings, Nvidia, Qualcomm, I'm sure they're obviously going through struggles right now, so keep that in mind when you're trading these, but you got to watch them regardless, right? Because the way it's setting up here, it had a good day today, slowly trying to break out. Let's set our alert 155 and watch what it does from that point. And the last stock for today, guys, is none other than Starbucks, baby. SBUX. Starbucks went up 0.25%. $88 is where it's at right now. $88.55 to be exact. And as of a couple of days ago, we've been breaking out of this triangle. You guys see that? We broke out at about $88, ran to about 90. Now we've pulled back into the mid-88s, right around the 50 SMA. So bulls are clearly in charge here, but we haven't quite yet gotten the full-on breakout. And I mean breakout to, 90, $92 a share, 93, which is the next spot I would see this going in the short term if we really do get that leg up. So I'm watching Starbucks very closely here. I'm going to set my alert. Mark is that we're above $89 a share, and I'm going to see what it does from that point in in time, guys. Whenever that happens, whether it's tomorrow, the next day, next trading day, I have no idea. And as always, guys, this is not financial advice. You got to do your own research. You got to break down stocks on your own and make decisions on your own. I'm just here for entertainment purposes only, giving you guys my thoughts and, breaking down charts the way I'm seeing them. So if you all found value, hit that like button, subscribe, let me know your thoughts in the comments, join my Patreon, and don't forget to get your 10 stocks from Moomoo and your 12 stocks from Webull. All those are linked down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, as always, I appreciate you all. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.